demeanor when she took the stand today?
When she walked in there, Rachel, she had on a brown dress, form-fitting, physically pregnant, head held high, and did not make any eye contact with the defendant, with Sean Combs. Also interesting, and she said that after that first freak off, she said she felt dirty. She didn't want to do it.
Testifying that, these physical threats. One thing that stood out to me that she said was, if she made the wrong face, the next thing I knew I was getting hit in the face. And she said he controlled almost every aspect of her life. He gave her essentially busy work, a to-do list, so he would know what she was doing at all times. If he couldn't reach her, he was incessantly texting her until someone went and checked to see where she was. She also said that he controlled her appearance. Sometimes he didn't like her hair, he wanted her to dress sexy, sometimes a tomboy. He wanted her nails to be white, she testified, especially during the freak-offs. And one thing that she said she was concerned about was blackmail, because a lot of these freak-offs were recorded, and the big concern was hers that they could end up in the internet if somehow she did something to upset him.
Following courtroom testimony, legal analysts emphasized an important distinction that is often lost in online discussion. Testimony presented in court forms part of the legal process, but individual claims are evaluated alongside other evidence before any conclusions are reached. Even so, those proceedings became one of the most closely watched moments of the case, drawing widespread public attention and extensive media coverage. The testimony also reshaped the way many people viewed earlier reports. Events that had once seemed isolated were now being discussed in a broader context, prompting renewed scrutiny of past headlines and public statements. For some observers, the courtroom offered answers. For others, it raised even more questions. Meanwhile, the defense continued disputing key allegations and maintained that its client should not be judged by claims that had not been proven in court. That legal disagreement remains one of the central issues as the case moves forward. Outside the courthouse, however, speculation continued to spread much faster than verified information.
Though, would you already fear about reprisals against you just for speaking out? Would you be genuinely concerned about him coming after you? Is that one of the reasons you left the country?
Due to the situation, the circumstances, I decided that it's probably best for me to live outside of the States at this point.
Really?
Absolutely.
So you won't be going back?
No, sir.
For how long?
Indefinitely.
Really?
Absolutely. There are some adequate and imminent threats to me. And, I made an agreement with my mother.
As more interviews surfaced, another pattern became clear. Former associates, commentators, and industry figures began sharing their own experiences and opinions about the environment surrounding the music business during that era. Some described personal concerns, while others simply reflected on events that had already been widely reported. These accounts varied significantly, and not all could be independently verified. Nevertheless, they contributed to a growing public narrative that extended far beyond the courtroom itself. For investigators, though, the focus remained much narrower. Their responsibility was not to evaluate internet speculation or viral